Hey guys, it's Dr. Eric. So I want to talk about getting our hip flexors loose because this is a pretty difficult area to get loose. So we can use the edge of the foam roller, which have another video on that. That's one way you can do it if you have a foam roller at home. But my favorite way to do it is to use this. So this is like a larger ball than a lacrosse ball. So to give you a reference point, this is a standard lacrosse ball. This is called the RAD Atom. So it's more like a softball size. So there's some competitors to this, but this is a really great one because you can use some of the other RAD tools in combo with it, which we'll show you after a little while. But before we get into actually getting it loose, let's talk about finding it, right? So as I come up, if we kind of come across where your belt comes across or where like your waistline would be, you'll feel that bump on each edge, right? And so this is the marker we're going to use to find that hip flexor. So your hip flexors actually run kind of from your belly button down into these hips. That's what flexes and brings them up, right? But this bump, if I go just inside that bump, I can find where those hip flexors are crossing. So that's going to be the marker just inside that where I put this ball to go up and down and make sure I'm getting that hip flexor all loose. So once I've found that marker, I'm going to take the ball, place it down, and then I'm going to lean down into it right on that spot I just found, okay? Once I've found that spot, I can go up and down, so making sure I'm getting that whole hip flexor nice and loose. If I find a tender spot, I can just kind of sit there and breathe on it, right? Or I can even lift my leg or bring my knee forward to open up that hip flexor even more to it. So I would get in there and loosen all through the hip flexor with this.